Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch something here called The Love Pill. Let's check it out. Alright, our movie starts with this guy in this grocery store named Crudley, I think is his name. And every woman in this town, no matter what age, super horny.
No, I'd rather not if you don't mind. Feel it. 2 L's, 2 T's.
This is the scientist who created a pill that's making everybody horny.
Scientists are sometimes wrong.
I'm not wrong, Miss Petrie. I'm not accustomed to making errors of such proportion.
But you admit that even after your tests, you couldn't completely identify every ingredient.
All except one. Ingredient X. And as you well realize, it's in order to determine the properties and structures of that ingredient that we are now on our way to Bugley.
But apparently this magic candy is also contraceptive.
Been born for the last 6 years, and where the only indulgences that every woman in the village has in common are nymphomaniac tendencies and a peculiar addiction to Mr. Cratter's homemade sweets.
Here, you haven't been out with them girls again, have you?
Ain't nothing anything. Like flies in a pot. No funny man they think with me when Frank Crutley shook a balls, big a thing.
I don't know. Boy.
Well, don't you think you have a duty to your father? See that the sweets don't die with him.
So his father died in a hunting accident, and his father was the one who
Oh, Dad didn't want
invented the
outside
sweet
completely
candy.
about his sweets. He said if they got into the wrong hands, they'd be used for money making, pure and simple, not making folks happier.
All the same, Dad was worried about the world's population explosion. He often used to say to me, Arnold, I've got my hands on the one thing the women of this world are crying out for. Maybe it ain't right I should keep it to myself.
And he was right. Just think of all those women given a new zest for life. And they will be kept so busy they have no time for silly wars and arguments. You know, it must be Providence. This morning I gave a lift to a very nice man who'd had his wallet stolen.
This is some unscrupulous salesman who wants to exploit the
Not a drug,
cheat.
is it? Not addictive. Gotta watch the law, you know. Oh no, it's not addictive. Although it do
His
make
name is
folks
Mr.
enjoy
Libido.
themselves so much they don't want to stop.
Hello, Arnold. My name's Sylvia.
Arnold,
Basically, they want Arnold to be the guinea pig.
do it. He's got it. What's more, he knows the product inside out. He's a natural. No. 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 New
So they place an ad,
contraceptive
or
pill.
create an ad.
What only takes two seconds to work. And what is more, you only need one when you want it.
Plenty teen name in this film, by the way. Next thing you know, Arnold's getting recognized on the street.
I bought some of your pills. Oh. Could I have your autograph, please?
Then we get a montage of women all over the place taking the love pills.
You can't keep up with the orders. I can't keep making the bloody stuff up. We've got to go into mass production. That means finding the root. Here, but no.
So there's this weed that was used apparently for the original
Even if I have to dig up
formula,
the try to do it.
and they have to find this weed. What product they have left is about to run out, so they're gonna dig for this weed. Meanwhile, some unscrupulous people are watching them to try to get it for themselves. Have they found it? However, what I think they actually found was a leftover from World War II. The ladies attend a strip show. They all take their pills, and as the man undresses on stage, they undress in the audience. Can't show you much more of this scene. Another advertisement is created, starring Arnold himself. Then we get our love montage.
Cast by her eyes, soft as a sigh, and in that moment I reach for the sky.
They play this song over and over in this movie, in this scene, for about 5 minutes. The song plays for about a minute, stops, and then they start it up again.
This really me?
You'll know this song by heart.
Can it be she's here?
Let my dad down.
Now that's no way to talk. After all, you've only tried to make people happy.
Yeah, but it's the old business that worries me. Dad always said the root could cause trouble if it got into the wrong hands. And that Mr. Libido don't seem to be what he's supposed to, do he? Yeah, knew what he was doing, my dad did.
Well, he gave it to enough women in the village. Yeah, what's going on?
I should never have used sugar.
Sugar?
Sugar! I made up all those pills with sugar. Your dad's liquor ran out months ago.
What?
And he absconds with the money. But he doesn't get far. He's being chased by a bunch of horny ladies. Drops the money and... and they finally get it back. And we have a happy ending.
Everyone's a little dishonest.
Will I make an honest woman of you if we get married?
Only if we can have lots of children. Oi, oi, oi.
All right, let's talk about the love pill. Now, what is this movie? Well, about 20 years ago, I was collecting a lot of these saucy British comedies, these sex comedies that they made. A lot of them were never made available in the U.S. Some of them showed up on cable, the premium channels in the 80s, but a lot of them didn't. And I started collecting some of those. I actually have a pre-recorded VHS tape of the love pill now. It is available on a PAL DVD. However, I have not been able to track that down yet. It's out there. It's available. But until then, I have this DVD-R version that I have here with some homemade box art. So there you go. Now, is the movie good? Not really. Came out in 1972. Stars a cast of like nobody that I ever heard of. And basically, there's this town called Bodley or something like that. Somewhere in I don't know, overseas somewhere. That in this town, all the women in this town are like super, super horny. Doesn't matter how old they are, how small, big, whatever. They eat these like sugar balls, these candies that are available at the store, Crudley's store, and they're like aphrodisiacs / contraceptives. So they're constantly horny, constantly sleeping around, but never having babies because it's contraceptive. So, anyway, the guy who created it, he dies in like this hunting accident, which I didn't show you that scene actually, but his son still has some left over. So the son takes over the business, and like I said, this Mr. Libido guy comes in, and he's basically wants to exploit Arnold and mass produce the pill. Well, they're missing an ingredient, but the son still has some left, so they once the ingredient runs out, they have to try to find some more, and it's like apparently some sort of weed buried in the ground. So they go to look for it, they don't find it, but they end up finding a bomb, an unexploded bomb from World War II, I guess. And then ultimately it turns out they made these different pills with sugar. I don't know exactly what happened, but Mr. Libido tried to run off with the money, didn't get very far. A bunch of horny women were chasing him. The good guys got the money back, and Arnold fell in love with that other lady, and I guess they're gonna get married and live happily ever after. That's about it. Anyway, that's the love pill. Strange little film, strange little one of these saucy 70s British films. Did have a few nude scenes in it, not a ton, not as much as you might expect in a film like this, but yeah, it was there. don't have much more I can tell you about this movie. But again, not available on DVD in this country as far as I know. Never released on VHS in this country as far as I know. This may have shown up on cable in the 80s. I can't quite remember for sure why I was seeking to track it down, but that may have been why, but I don't remember. But anyway, the film is okay. It's very rare. It's hard to find. I'm guessing nobody on this planet has heard of this damn film besides me. Nobody watching this video anyway. So, but anyway, if you have, let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments. It's The Love Pill. Watch it. Bye.